there. I didn't see you. I guess you're here to see about my model house. Well, before we do that, I want to tell you about the events that led up to build this house. It was a long 2 weeks. We started first by FaceTiming an interior designer, which told us how they do the blueprints. It was very interesting. She showed us tips on to make our house and how it should be realistic. It is your dream house, but you gotta realize you're gonna build it and you only get 2 weeks. So after that, we did some research. We researched some sizes of items, like the couch I wanted. It was 9 foot. We researched items so we know how big they are. Then we went on to step 2. We drew a blueprint of the outside of the house, or the inside of the house. Now see, you notice those X's in there, like over in here. I had those in mind. This is the original blueprint, but I ended up not liking them, so I just took them out. But I still showed that they were there. I had all the dimensions on the house in there. So after I did that, I went on to list all the items in the kitchen/living room. After I did that, we had to find the height, length, and width of the items. Even though you can't see height in this because it's two-dimensional, in my scale, my model house, you will be able to see it. So the scale we're using are 3/4 of an inch to 1 foot. So we took, for instance, 8 foot is how tall the ceiling is. So you set up the proportion. 3/4 of an inch over 1 foot equals 8. Now next you do is you cross multiply. So you do 0.75 times 8, which gives you 6 inches. So the ceiling should be 6 inches. So we did that for all the items in the kitchen/living room. Then I moved on to the bedroom, and I did the same for the bedroom, the utility room, and the bathroom. Pull that chair out. Then I went on to do a scale drawing. This is the actual size of my house. I could set this on there, and it would be the same. All the furniture is in here to scale. This is like 3 inches here. All of it, and you have to have your scale on here, so if someone just came up and looked at your blueprint, they want to know what they're looking at. The red, in red, is that actual dimension. So, for instance, the table here is 7 foot, but when you scale it down, it's only 5.5 inches. So we color coordinated them so you know which is which. So I went on this, and I worked on this, and all this is to scale. And then, after I did that, I started building. The building process was very, very hard and long. See, it took a while, and everything had to be scaled. Now, you didn't have to have a roof on it, but I chose to have one. If you did have a roof, it had to be a roof. So, the house is 24 foot by 36 foot. And the roof is on, and everything is to scale. So, how I talked about the kitchen table earlier, it was 7 foot here, but scaled down, it's only going to be 5.5 inches. And there's everything to a simple house. It's a 1-bedroom, fully equipped, washer and dryer with a bathroom. And after we did all that, we kind of spruced it up a little. We made like flowers, trees, and also we made a 5-foot fireplace for outside, which is to scale. And it is 5 foot this way, but we scaled it down. And we just made finishing touches since we had the time. So, after all of the hard 2 weeks of work, this is how my scale house ended up.